Hello and welcome to Fit to Box channel. Please like and subscribe and don't forget to jab that notifications bell for all my latest uploads. Today I've got a glove that has been sent to me from America by a viewer. As you can see, it's a glove from eBay. Now, we will all have seen on eBay the generic custom boxing gloves that you can get made in Pakistan, claims that custom made, and then sometimes they've got things like no winning, no grant on there. Also, you can get gloves, head guards and groin guards, and they say all colours, all styles. They do them in metallic colours. They also say brand logos available, which to me indicates that if you say, can you put a Grant logo on, they'll put a Grant logo on. So essentially, the fake gloves that you have, like the ones in the background, where it's like a really cheap, nasty glove, and they put a actual logo on to try and make it look like a genuine glove. Of course, they're not genuine gloves in any way. They're very, very poor quality gloves with a sticker on. And then you're paying, normally they sort of, they'll say the big brands are available. Normally they'll say made with 100% high quality cowhide leather and available in all sizes. So it's really sort of a Pakistan factory that is just churning out cheap gloves and trying to sell it to you on the basis that they're going to look good because they'll be in custom colours or they'll have a brand's logo on them. You can also have things like this where he's printed the initials of his brother's initials on the back. You can have your name printed on them, and again, that's like something that you think, oh yeah, that's a bit bespoke, I can create my own glove. They're normally about £50, around $60 for a pair of gloves, and then also you can get a full set for about £120, which is about $160 and that is gloves, head guard and groin guard. Okay, so all that sounds like it would be okay, but it's the quality of the gloves that you get that may look okay on the outside or on a picture, but in reality, what is the standard of the gloves that you're getting? And that's the reason why I'm doing today's video on these gloves. I do want to sort of point out with these, there is no thumb attachment, but the viewer requested that. So I'm not going to knock them for not putting a thumb attachment on, but I will come on to that microscopic thumb there, as you can see. That's a thumb of a 5-year-old that is on there. So I will come to that. So let me also bring in scissors and a Stanley knife, because I am going to actually cut this up as part of this review so we can actually see what's going on the inside. Because the thing is, the reason these sell is because they'll put metallic colours on, they'll put the logos on, they'll put your name on, and they're trying to make it look as good on the outside as possible, but actually when it comes to the glove on the inside, how comfortable it is, and also what's inside it, that is where the rubbish starts to happen. So let me just show you this glove. There you can see that is possibly the shortest thumb I have ever seen on a boxing glove. As I bring it round, you can see sort of already the stitching is starting to come away. So the stitching is poor. As you can see there, the lace is also way too short. There's no way that you would get any support from the laces around the rear of that with them laces. Look at them, really short. I've never seen laces so short. And yeah, you could replace them, but you know what, that just shows you how functional these gloves are, the fact that they send them with laces that you can't actually use properly. So I am going to, first of all, for a bit of fun, I am going to put up the Fit to Box ratings card for this. So as you can see, the company will be a Pakistan company. It's made in Pakistan, and these are generic eBay custom 100% cowhide leather gloves. I have gone on the basis that they've got metallic leather on there. I have gone with style 42. Comfort, as I'll come to in a minute, these gloves are massively uncomfortable when you put your hand in them, and I've gone 23. Durability, you use these for a little while, they're not going to last long, and so I've gone 21. Sparring, you know, as well as them falling to bits, these are not going to be great on your hands, they're not going to be very comfortable, so I've gone with a whopping 23 for sparring. And on the bag, not much better, I've gone 25. Value for money, if I was to buy these at around 50 or 55 English pounds, I would give them a value for money of 26. And the reason I've gone so low on all of that is, for me, a boxing glove needs to be functional, and these are so uncomfortable that they are not functional in any way. So total score 26.6, an all-time low on a Fit to Box ratings card. And from that card, you can see I would never recommend that you guys out there have a glove like this. Now let me put it on, because the main reason is that what's going on the inside. Okay, so let me tell you, in reviews I'll say to people about the brands and the different gloves, and I'll say the different areas of the glove where normally you will feel some discomfort. And in some gloves it's on the fingertips or at the front of the thumb. I've never had a glove where it's uncomfortable in every place that you can get it uncomfortable, and some. So let's start off. First of all, at the front of the thumb, that's tight, that's uncomfortable. That thumb, the thumb end, obviously that thumb is made for a child, not for an adult. So again, that is pushing down on my thumb because it is so short, causing discomfort not only at the top of my thumb, but also here as well. And you do not want to injure that part of your thumb. I had an injury like that before, and that hurts and hurts for a long time. So if you start punching stuff with these, you are potentially going to injure your thumb very, very quickly. So you're going to pick up an injury from the gloves that you have bought, the custom gloves that you have bought. They're also uncomfortable at the rear of the knuckles, like there, and they're also uncomfortable on the finger pad, where I can feel what feels like a rough sort of a rough lining, where I can feel the seam. They're also uncomfortable here, which is unusual, because normally you don't have gloves that are uncomfortable here, but the nature of the padding means that they're even uncomfortable there. You can open them up, I'll give them that, but even when you're opening up, you can feel discomfort in the fingers. When I'm punching like that, again, that knuckle area, yesterday I put them on, and when I put them on, I thought I bruised my knuckle just by how they're made up in there. So let's cut them up. I don't normally like cutting gloves up, but I am going to enjoy this one. Let me take out these super short laces first of all, before I start the cutting process. Let's get these out of there. I can perhaps put these on a child's shoe after, and bring them round and get them out. Okay, so you can't expect too much for £50, granted, but I would say there is a lot of other brands out there selling gloves for £50 that are reputable companies that actually you'll get quite a decent glove, and why are you wasting your time on these? And there is loads of companies. This is a real generic glove, because there is loads of companies on like eBay whereby you can order a custom glove and feel like $1 million until you receive it. Okay, look at that. Oh, that's super short. I don't even know whether there's any glove. Even a child's glove wouldn't be able to benefit from that shorter lace. So I'll put that out the way. So let me get the Stanley knife, and I shall start to cut into these gloves bit by bit. I'm going to go with this area here. As I said before, there was that discomfort right at the top there. So let's just have a little look and see what's in there. Okay, so straight away we got, you've got some standard sort of padding there. Quite a lot of padding. I think actually what they've done is, by doing it at the top there, they've got a bit little high, and that was what was digging into my my hand sort of there. So let's just get all this out here. Okay, so let me move all the rubbish as I take it out. So I've done that side, I'm going to do this side as well, and there as well. And hold on, I'll just make sure I do a good cut, and I'm in. Okay, so there again, I just stuffed it with sort of that sort of stuffing. Okay, so quite a lot of stuffing in the front there, bits everywhere. Okay, one thing I will say is the lining is actually okay. I don't know why they've gone to that length of having a good lining when the rest of the glove is rubbish. Right, let's go to the back. Okay, and we'll go again. So I'll just cut into that. The rear of it is not very good when it comes to the amount of padding. So there's a bit there, as I say, because of the laces, you can't get any sort of good wrist support with them length of laces anyway. So again, that's it there. Let's just have a look in the back of here. It's quite therapeutic, this is. I never thought that I'd like to cut up a boxing glove. So here we go, and in the back there you have got just a, that's it, that's why there was no sort of weight in that wrist. There's nothing really there, so out that comes, and then round. Okay, so let's have a look at that little short thumb and how that's made up. Okay, I could actually be a surgeon. Quite impressive. Good to see. And there, okay, so that is, you can see that is going to be attached to the main amount of the foam of the wrist right now. Here we go. So I'm cutting down those, can you see those stitches there? That's already started to come loose, and as I'm sort of cutting through them, they come away fairly easily. That's the thumb padding there, and let's see what's in the knuckle area. So cut this way. I'm sure that you're not supposed to cut towards you, but I will do. Okay, right, okay, it's like Dr. Pimple Popper. This is just making the incision. I'm going to get all the rubbish out now and bring it around. Great program, by the way. I love that program. I can't watch too much of it though. Makes me feel a bit queasy. So, okay, so still here. And starting to see what's in the glove. So, what we've got here is the padding. And they've got like a layered padding. So they've gone, that's the padding that's inside, that would wear very, very quickly, the inside there, because that's like super soft. Then you've got almost like this carpet padding that is there, that's on the inside, and then you've got this outer padding as well. And bring that around, but very, very uncomfortable. There you go. So there is the glove, and there is the padding. So all they're doing, they're getting sort of some cheap foam, sticking it all together, chucking it in a cheap glove. It's not particularly comfortable at all because of how it's constructed on the inside, and they just sort of jazz it up with the flashy colours and the logos. So I would say to you, do yourself a favour. There's companies out there like Valor Strike, Unified Boxing, Velo, RDX, Infinitude, Superior, Detcher, Venom, all good companies that do gloves under sort of £50, around the $60 mark. And if you buy gloves from them, they are really, really nice for the money, and much better quality in terms of the fact that they'll be much more comfortable. With these, you know, they've just put together a glove, and the comfort means it is that bad that it means that they're almost unusable, and if you did start to use them, you'd either injure your own hand or they'd be that uncomfortable that you wouldn't want to carry on using them. So if you've got £50 and you think to yourself, oh, I'm just going to waste £50, send the £50 to me, okay, and I'll buy some good gear with it and I'll put it on the channel. But if you've got like £50 and you think, right, I'm just going to buy a pair of these, you literally are wasting your money. So I would just say is, don't get sort of looking on eBay, seeing them and seeing a set and thinking, well, for $150 or £115, £120, I can buy a full set. Well, you can buy a full set from somewhere like Unified Boxing, and that standard of that set will be way, way more than what these are. So all I'm saying to you is, it is your money, okay? This was sent to me because on the other glove, which the viewer cut up, there was actually a piece of sort of weighting in there that would sort of come dislodged, and they could see it on the outside. So they cut that one up and they sent me this one because they were so sort of disappointed with what was in the glove. and how the glove was. So it's just a matter of a little warning to you, really. Don't fall for it. There is plenty of great brands and great gloves that I highlight on the channel. Avoid stuff like this. Avoid stuff like that. I mean, literally, I've never really used them because they're uncomfortable, they're rubbish in comparison to proper grants. And these are no more than an ornament, but I knew that these were fake when I bought them, and I bought them for that, just to put them on a shelf. If you're doing that, that's fair enough. But if you're thinking you're going to be using them daily, going into a gym and getting some great use out of a pair of gloves like this, then you're literally kidding yourself, because they won't last long, and it won't be long until you'll be back on the channel looking for a pair of gloves around £50 that will last, and then you'll go with the preferred brands that I actually endorse. So have a look on fit2boxchannel.com. On there I've got all my price divisions, including below £50. I've also got a £51 to £100 price division, and in there, in order, all scored, is my gloves favourites to least favourites. Okay, these are the lowest scoring Fit to Box card I have ever done. I don't know if I'm going to put that card into the actual division, but I wanted to put it on there just to highlight to you the difference between the normal great gloves that I try and show you and these gloves, which are absolutely shocking. So I hope you enjoyed that. Please like and subscribe to Fit to Box channel, and I shall speak to you soon.